Hello and welcome to another replay. This time I'm in my FV215b heavy tank. It's the British Tier 10 heavy tank. I am playing together with Radley Kim, and he's playing in his Object 140. And we are on Kharkov. Now, the first thing I noticed when I loaded in this map, in the pre-game loading screen, was the amount of Jagdpanzer E100s. The enemy have 4 and we have 1, so that's, I mean, a substantial amount of Jägerus, which can be interesting on a city map because of the big alpha they have. And then I also notice, if you look at the bottom of the screen, and if you have a high enough, or if you watch this movie in a high enough resolution, that I have my Clan War set up in this tank. I forgot to change back after I set a Clan War session, and that's also what I'm telling Radley Kim in the chat now. We were playing without microphones because his microphone was broken, so we just did it by text. And yeah, I have pure APCR. I mean, this gun is fantastic, but APCR is just excessive. The standard ammo has 268mm penetration, I think, more or less, and the APCR has 326mm of penetration. So I mean, and it's APCR, not heat, so it's a fantastic gun. This, I mean, I can pin anything more or less now unless it's at some stupid angle. But yeah, I've not played Kharkov that often, so I don't know where to go yet, so I was experimenting and I decided might as well try and go down here. I mean, I have the APCR now to go through whatever might be here, so I take up this initial hold down position, spotted my aim. I was a bit too slow at reacting and I missed my shot, and then a Jägeru shows up, but I was not really feeling confident, so I didn't. I mean, if he had hit me and pinned, I would have lost 1,000 health within the first minute of the game, and that's not how you want to start the game. And then I noticed he was hold down. Just to quickly pause, you can see here he's hold down, and a hold down Jägeru is not something you want to play with. So therefore I start moving around with these T-57 heavies, but then I hear something fired. I thought maybe it's the Jägeru, so I can sneak in a shot. Obviously now it have taken too long, but I still managed to go over, and as you can see, perfectly hold down. I have APCR, so I just smack his superstructure. You wouldn't be able to do that normally unless you have heat loaded on with a high pin heat round or with a high pin APCR. And something is firing HE, as you saw there on the STI, taking 49 damage, so I mean, yeah. But so far I mean, it's a 10 game, I don't want to be too gung-ho because I might get smacked in the face. Now, yeah. There you see, okay. First things first, I managed to pin the E75 through his turret. That you don't need APCR for, that you can do if you hit the flat sides with normal AP on this tank. But then I take 2 hits, one HE hit dealing 185 damage, and then the Jägeru, and I'm thinking, where the flick did the Jägeru hit me, because he shouldn't be able to overmatch my sides. I think, I'm not sure though, but he shouldn't be able to. And then I'm looking around, and then I spot on my cupola, you can see it's quite hard to see, but there's this teeny weeny hole. As you can see here, I'm going, where the fuck did he pin me? And then the flat bit of my cupola is one of the only weak spots of the turret on the Conqueror, and my little loader is taking out side to side. If he's going to have super RNG on his side, fuck that shit. So I'm pushing around to see if I can find another angle. Again, still learning the map, so I'm just experimenting. Then I go down this road here. And now I have a better angle on him, because now he has to turn his tank. He decides to push. Please look at me. Please look at me. He's not looking at me. E75 pulls back. I take a snapshot of the Jaggeru, but he's very well angled, so it doesn't pen. And I was not really expecting it to pen. I just shot for. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I rolled high or I was lucky, or you never know. And I had the shot, so I felt like just taking it. But yeah, so now the Jaggeru has moved up. But I'm in no rush to do anything stupid, so I'm just waiting. Now the side, I saw on the the minimap that this whole area here was unguarded, so I wanted to just see if I could poke someone and see if they were here, and avoid getting surprised flanked. Just so we're not caught completely off guard. And then I spotted T-30. At first I thought he spotted me as well, but he didn't. So I reversed back out, try and see him, try and find a point where I can pin him. And I think he's in the drive field. And I pull in immediately because, yeah, exactly, I knew I would have been spotted from that. And a snapshot from him would have smacked me even more than I would have been smacked. And then, oh, a what the fuck shows up. Oh, what the fuck's so funny. He's fired once there, I think. I was considering going balls deep with this T57 heavy. I decide, nope. So I load Hesh for him, for when he comes around. I mean, I love the Hesh round. And then, oh, flipping god, a Jagdtiger is behind me now. What to do. So I reverse into this little alcove. T57 heavy, he's unloading. I saw that. So he comes around. I shoot straight into his gun. Unfortunately, I only do 1,930. And then that's a bit better hit. But here now it gets funny. Or interesting. I'll quickly just pause. Actually, there we go. So it's not all red. So you can see I have a what the fuck on that side, and then a Lorraine over here together with now an unspotted Jagdtiger. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm done. I'm dead. But I at least want to take down the Waffenfäger with me. So I start to move in here and I just focus on Waffenfäger. I miss one shot. Just stupid. And then I hide my tank in this little alcove here. Because I'm trying to show if I can get the camera working. Yeah, there we go. It's at a very, very high angle. So I mean, the Lorraine and the Jagdtiger will have a very hard time hitting me, but I mean they just have to move in and overwhelm me. And I take the front drive wheel of the Waffenfäger to make sure he's not moving. He noticed I shoot APCR at him, and I tried while under fire explaining to him that it's my clan war setup. And then all of a sudden I notice, well, I'm actually not getting shot at. All of a sudden, he's just sitting there and I'm allowed to just snag on him. I mean, it does nothing more satisfying to take down a Waffenfäger from full health. The Jagdtiger fires at me and misses. Well, not misses, but only takes some off the drive wheel. I can finish him off and then... Oh, I actually survived. I mean, bloody hell. This is the first time I survived a Waffenfäger going in on me. And Radley also noticed that how am I still alive after this. I go in and this is the most excessive APCR shot I've ever done. 9 health on the Lorraine, APCR in the ass. Because why not? And then I turn around to focus on the E75 and T30 and oh fuck. Here, I mean, two things. One, I was lucky enough that the E75 and T30 were not, well, not really. You can't expect them to communicate, but they should have been able to see each other and not smack each other, or at least the E75 shouldn't have smacked the T30. But what you saw me do right before he fired was to angle my hull so I can hide my lower plate behind this wreck. So I mean, from his angle he has this to shoot at, and that is surprisingly bouncy on a Conqueror, especially when he's firing whatever he might be firing. HE, we saw on the T-30. But I mean, just before he fired, I angled, even though I was out in the open, so that my lower plate was hidden. So I mean, that's where the rear mounted turret is a great advantage. And then I can really take out the T-30 before he smacks me in the side. I pull in, just to be sure. I reload it. Then I reverse out, again at an angle. I find the E-75's drive wheel, the STI fires together with me, and he's dead now. I mean, this... And then you can see all of these rigs. A T-30, there's the Yak Tiger, what the fuck, T-57, T-30, and E-75. Oh yeah, then okay, I didn't get to show you that, but the VK drove across the street here. I quickly pulled back, and then I had his side shot. I aimed and I shot, and he died. I mean, this gun is fantastic. I mean, I love this gun. I think it's one of the best guns in the game. And now you can also see me in chat, just going, oh yes, because I didn't really aim at that VK. I just I pointed and clicked, and he died. So yeah, now it's just a question of mopping up, and I'm still in shock of I survived a Waffenfäger rush. And you also see me dancing. But yeah, so an M103 and Jägeroo left alive. Oh, I already have the Top Gun, so now I'm trying to see if I can sneak in another kill or two. And on the move, firing. This replay is slightly delayed. My shot there was on the tank. But I mean, just drive and shoot in this tank, it's absolutely fantastic. No aiming required whatsoever. The tank itself is not the best, but I mean, it's not bad either. The gun just makes it so fantastic. But one thing to note while I kill this pause. One thing to note is that not once in this game, besides the first shot on the Jägeroo, required APCR. So this is one of those cases where even though I had a Claymores loadout, it didn't mean I were performing any better. It just meant that, yeah, I mean, stuff died anyway, with even more certainty than it would have normally. So I mean, that's not bad. And so yeah, Radley Walters, Ace Tanker, 5,000 damage done, surviving a what the fuck rush, even though he did focus on the T-57 heavy, which he should, because it's the 57 heavy. But yeah, I mean, all in all, this was a great game, and I mean, this FV215b is a fantastic tank. I really enjoy playing it. But yeah, anyway, then thanks for watching, and I hope you will return for some of my later uploads. I'm not planning on uploading anything for the next week because I'm on a short holiday, but in 2 weeks time I should have, or 10 days, I should have more uploads ready for you. But yeah, thanks for watching.